Alright, welcome back to Matt's Math and More. Today is lesson 2-3. It's kind of comparing fractions. I don't know what the official title is, but that's what we're going to work on. If you're following the math expressions, 2-3. If you're not, it's just comparing fractions. Pretty easy stuff, but I got a little long-winded, so it's a long video, but it's an easy video. It's as easy as herding little baby helpless animals. Okay, so today we are working on comparing fractions, and when you compare, it's greater than, less than, or equal to. That's one way to compare fractions. And it's really not that difficult, but what I want to do is take one step back and show you what we did in the lesson today so we get a real understanding of this concept of tenths and hundredths versus just plain old tenths before we go and finish this problem. So let's take a look at a couple of the number lines we used today. This is three ways to show the same number. We could use a number line that looks like this. This is one whole unit broken down into 10 smaller units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And those are called tenths. And inside of each tenth there's a small unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are called hundredths. I'll show you a better example of that in a second. So anyway, this unit compares to this. They're exactly the same. This goes from 0 to 1, so this is one whole unit. It's broken down into tenths, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And if we were to put 10 spots, so 9 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this and this are equivalent. They're the same thing. So two different ways to look at the same decimal. And one last way to look at a decimal is just with the plain old, oh man, I forgot my highlighter. Hold on a second. My highlighters are over there. Hold on, I'll go get it. I gotta keep my highlighter right here. Blue, pink, and red. I keep them in this box over here. So, okay. All right, got my highlighters. Okay, back to business. Here we go. And so same with these boxes. There's 10 columns. And inside of every column there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're asking, what did you need the highlighters for? Let's say we're going to do the number 0.48. By the way, that's this one here that we started with. Let me demonstrate what that looks like. There's a 4 in the tenths and an 8 in the hundredths. I'm going to do 0.48 or 48 hundredths for all three of them. I'm going to show you what it looks like here, what it looks like here, and what it looks like here. But first, something a lot more fun. Money. This one you'll understand a little better. Here's a dollar bill. That's one whole unit. Now, inside of this dollar bill are 10 dimes. No problem. Everybody knows that 10 dimes equals a dollar. It's not the same length, I don't think. I've never really put dimes up against a dollar to see if it's the same length. No, it is not. The dimes are longer. But anyway, this is the equivalent. So there's tenths. 10 dimes is a dollar. Gone. Now, if you look at this, that's the same thing. This represents dimes. This represents dimes. Tenths. And these represent dimes. Tenths. Now, inside every dime, you have 10 pennies. So there's 10 pennies right there. Yes, I did all of them. You're going to have to sit here and watch. If I had to sit and do all of these, so take a guess how many, you don't even have to guess, you should know how many pennies I had to count up. I had to go all over the building today because I did not have 100 pennies handy. So I went and borrowed some from teachers. My principal, Mr. Canny, he actually gave me 1 penny. That's what he had, and actually that's what I needed. So that worked out perfect. I had 99 pennies for a little while. And there we go. And there we go. Every dime has 10 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Every dime has 10 pennies. that it represents this. Inside here there's 10 little marks. Those are the pennies. Those are hundredths. Why are they called hundredths? Well, 100 pennies makes $1. So these are hundredths. 10 dimes makes $1. So these are tenths. And $1 is the unit. So we're going to go back and compare tenths and hundredths to this. Just think about money when you're doing tonight's homework. So, over to here. What would 0.48 look like in terms of money? Well, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4 dimes. Let's get rid of these guys. Oh, I spent so much time on that. It actually took me like 20 minutes to get those counted. All right, 4 dimes and 8 pennies. 7, 8. 4 tenths, 8 hundredths. How could you do that on this number line? 1 tenth, 2, 3, 4. That represents the dimes. And 8 hundredths, well, that would be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how you represent it in that picture. Same thing represented over here on this line would be 4 tenths, 1 dime, 2 dime, 3 dimes, 4 dimes. Now I need to get my lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 lines makes 10 spaces. And then I could do 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This picture and this picture represent the same decimal. 0.48. Same with the last one. 0.48. So the 4 dimes would look like this. 10, 20, 30, 40. And the 8 pennies would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Just keep in mind, whenever you're comparing decimals, just think about money and you'll have it down pat. So going back to the original question, actually pretty easy. Now, it looks like 48 is bigger than 6, but that's not true. You know that we have a 4 in the tenths column, so this would be 40 cents and 8 cents. It would look more like this. 40 tenths plus 8 tenths. This one is 60 tenths, so you did 60 cents. You have no hundredths. Which one's bigger, 60 cents or 48 cents? Obviously, 60 cents. Now you might also run into something like this that goes past money. So if you're thinking money, you'd be like, okay, well, I have 80 cents. Okay, so we're still equal. Right now I have 84 cents or 84 hundredths, so we're still equal. Now this isn't money, but I have 2 thousandths, so I have 8 tenths. I have 4 hundredths, and I have 2 thousandths. And this one here. And this one here, I have 8 tenths, same. I have 4 hundredths, same, but I have no thousandths. So if we were to compare greater than, less than, or equal to, you would take the number that has the most. That is greater than. Just compare one number at a time until you find a decimal that is larger. Ooh, I like baby tiny helpless animals. Woo! Come on, buddy. Come on, little guy. Come on. You can do it. Good little boy. Good boy. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good.